On any hunt, gotta stop by the bank. You know what I'm saying? That bank with Wells Fargo. Here we go. You ready? Oh, but peace, I'm just shooting this outside. So the first place I stopped at was the dump. So let's take a look at that video. Headed to the dump. Dump out some stuff from the house. You know, doing some stuff. You know, clearing out the dungeon. I got a lot of stuff. You know, when you got a garage or an attic, you have a lot of stuff in there, or a basement. So I'm just clearing out, you know, a lot of junk. You ready to roll with me? You with me? All right, let's go. The prices, you know, right now, that truck is on the scale. That's some of the prices of the dump. It's all good. Hopefully I don't come out the pocket more than $20. It's all good. All right, let's throw this crap away. Get the dungeon cleaned out. Woo! A lot of trash. Any comic books in there? Let's see. If we gotta go dumpster dive for comic books, we will. Sometimes they come up on stuff like that. All right, let's clear it out. Notice anyone giving inmates tips or gratuities are subject to immediate arrest. In Douglas County, where I stay at, they have a lot of inmates doing a lot of the cleanups. So I guess if you get caught doing that, like throwing cigarettes to them or giving them money, you know, you can be subject to arrest. Let's get it. The next place I stopped at was I took the kids and my beautiful wife to Waffle House. Let's take a look at that family time. Had to stop and refuel.
Normally they use your phone. Coming through super hot.
With the missus, my wife.
All you have are those two tickets. You're good.
Some of the pictures in that comic book window send each other back and forth. It's all good. And the next place I stopped at was Subway. You know, had to refuel. You know, after Waffle House and all that moving, clean out the dungeon. So here we go. Be sure to check out my latest videos, Friday the 13th, and also Bill and Fred's Bogus Journey. You girls and guys be safe out there. Peace. Hey, what's up, comic book peeps? Welcome to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. Man, and I'm just down in the dungeon. I caught another 50-cent sale. Look at this. Another 50-cent sale. So it's pretty awesome. Can't wait to show you guys what's in the haul. But before I show you guys what's in the haul, guess what? I went to Five Below and bought another action figure. So let's go ahead and look at that. Excuse me, I'm watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles down in the dungeon. So very cool. But let's go ahead and let's look at what I got from Five and Below. So it's been a couple of weeks and I heard that my boy Kevin Smith had a massive heart attack. And if you don't know who Kevin Smith is, that is Silent Bob. He actually did a lot for the comic book community, and I just wanted to take a minute to, you know, wish him well, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I know he is recovering, so Hopefully he has a full recovery, man. But I definitely love Kevin Smith, and definitely love what is it, Jay and Silent Bob, and definitely love Comic Book Men. That is one of my favorite series. I'll sit there and watch that all day if I can. You know, I used to binge watch it on Saturdays. So let's go ahead and get into this Five Below package. Very cool. When I do stuff like this, it reminds me of Glenn Webb. And here you have it. Let's go. Five Below, such a great store, man. Definitely love that store. I'm definitely going to pick up more stuff. And as you can see, it's a sneak peek. You can already see DC Multiverse, so you already know it's definitely a DC figure. So let's go ahead and crack it out. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open. You ready? Let's go. Boom, and here it is, fresh out the package. Queen Hippolyta, who is Wonder Woman's mother. Oh, man, this is very cool, man. Got it for a cool price of $5 from Five and Below. So very cool figure, man. I'm just gonna allow my 60 fingers to interrupt your video. Just very cool. I think this actually has more of a realistic face than the actual Wonder Woman figure. Of course, I keep mine mint on card, which means I don't break mine out of the package. So here's a cool look at the front of the figure. Very cool. Definitely love the weapons. Here's a cool look at the front of the figure. And here's a cool look at the side of the figure, which says Queen Hippolyta is a queen of the Amazons. Very cool. Definitely love this side view. Very beautiful. As you can see the top right there, so I don't need to show you the top. And let's look at the back of the figure. And here's a cool look at the back of the figure. Very cool, man. What made me buy Hippolyta was they had plenty of your Wonder Woman. They have plenty of those at Five and Below. I didn't see any of Steve. I think his name is Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor. They didn't have any of him. They had plenty of this Wonder Woman, which I'm going back to get. Matter of fact, I'm going to get two of this Wonder Woman because I already have one. And I'm going to get two of this Wonder Woman. And the last figure that they had, which was they only had one of, was actually the Queen Hippolyta. And this is a cool Ares figure. Like if they had all four figures in stock and they had a lot, I would actually, for the first time, buy all four for $20 and break them out of the pack just so I could build Ares. I think that would have been a cool project for just $20, but you know, hey, you got to take what you're given. And Five Below only had, like I said, you know, a lot of the Wonder Womans, the FDF 42 and the FDF 47. They didn't have any Steve Trevors, and this was the last Hippolyta. So my daughter was like, you know, you need to jump on that Wonder Woman's mother because if you don't, you know, when you come back, she might not be here. So shout out to my boy 17K Leonard Hudson, because when I actually saw Hippolyta, you ready for it? I went ape nuts and giggled like a dolphin. So there you go, man. Very cool figure. Glad to have it for $5. Now let's get into our sponsor. And this episode of Direct Edition is brought to you by Love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga. And this episode of Direct Edition is brought to you by My Faith Earth Mall from China. All right, so you know how we do on Direct Edition. Let's get into some comics. Okay, so in one of my last videos, I showed you this run of Thor, Son of Asgard. So I got 2, 3, and 4. And those are Eddie Gradoff covers. Very beautiful covers. But I saw some more, so I picked them up. So let's look at the next ones I picked up. So I got number 8, beautiful Enchantress cover. That's not Eddie Gradoff, that's somebody else, but very beautiful cover. Definitely love that cover. A beautiful number 9 with this girl who Thor fell in love with, Enchantress and also Sith. Thought it was a very cool cover. Definitely love this. I actually thought it was granddaughters of Thor, but they appeared way later on in the Thor book. So very cool. Because you know Thor has three granddaughters, which is very cool. So there you have it. So that's number 9. And we have lastly a beautiful number 10 with Seth falling down some kind of hole with an eyeball in it. So very cool. Definitely happy to have these in my collection because all the artwork on these front covers are pretty cool. I might have to go back and get this in trade paperback or trade hardcover because it's probably going to be hard to finish this run. So there you go. You got to plug in the holes and plug in the gaps. And let's take a cool look at the whole run again. So I got 2, 3, 4, then it jumps to 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's look at some more. So I went a little JLA crazy when I was in Second and Charles for the 50-cent sale. And this is JLA number 109 from February 2005. And it has my favorite group on the front cover, which is Syndicate, the Crime Syndicate of America. And they're basically like the JLA in reverse. So definitely love them. I would say my favorite, I don't know, Ultraman, Owlman, and Power Woman. What is it, Superwoman? I think it's Superwoman. Yeah, Superwoman. They're my favorite characters. Like those three, like, oh my God, they are so cool. But not only did I get 109, I didn't see 110, but I saw 111. So definitely had to pick it up because, you know, anytime, like I said, the Crime Syndicate is in there, I'm definitely going to invest in those comics. And the funny thing is, Crime Syndicate has been around since like the 60s, and I never even knew about them until Forever Evil came out. And when Forever Evil came out, like I was blown away by their story. I just love the Crime Syndicate. They're just such a cool concept. And there you have it. But not only did I stop and get these Justice Leagues of America, but I picked up a beautiful number 34 from 2014. I mean, this cover is so awesome. Definitely, you know, want to go back and get some of the new 52 Justice Leagues, especially the Dark Side War. And speaking of the Dark Side War, not only did I pick up number 34 from 2014, but I picked up a beautiful copy of number 42. And this is Dark Side War Part 2. Definitely looking for the first appearance of Grail. I think Grail is such a cool character. And yeah, there you have it. Beautiful covers, man. All right, let's keep going. So I ran across this Astonishing X-Men number 1. I thought it was pretty cool. You have Warren Worthington, Angel. You have Cable, Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey. And you also have Nathan Grey, who is Cable from the Age of Apocalypse. And I thought this book was pretty cool because I'm almost sure this is the book where we find out that Wolverine was replaced with a Skrull, and he was actually kidnapped by Apocalypse and pitted against Sabretooth to have adamantium put back on his bone claws. So very cool. So I got Astonishing X-Men number 1. Another copy of number 2 with Wolverine as Death versus Warren Worthington, Angel at the time. Very cool. I'm definitely looking for when Apocalypse had turned the Hulk into one of his horsemen. Definitely would love to see that book. But this is Astonishing X-Men number 2. I picked up Uncanny X-Men 361 because you demanded it. Gambit's back. Definitely had to pick this up. Big Gambit fan. So very cool. And a beautiful copy of New X-Men 155. Definitely love this cover, and I've noticed that that artist, is it Salvador? Yeah, La Roca or La Roca Salvador has some pretty cool covers. Not only did I guess he draw this New X-Men cover 155, but he also drew these two covers, which I love. I just definitely love these covers. These, man, if I could buy these like 3 or 4 times, I will. For some reason, I just really, really, really think these are very cool covers. All right, so that's enough X-Men. What would it be? It definitely wouldn't be direct edition without some X-Men. So let's get into some more comics. So, being the fact that I'm a rabid fan of Capullo's run on Batman, especially anything Batman, this is a free comic book day. Free New 52 Batman Detective Comics number 27. And if you look at the back, you will see that he's basically bursting through his first appearance cover, and definitely love that paying homage. If you haven't seen the what is it called, uh, Batman and Bill Finger, or Batman and Bill. That is a really good documentary on the guy who actually invented Batman with Bob Kane. And it's a shame that DC has so many years of just ripping people off, but hey, that's business. But still love DC Comics, and I thought this Batman cover was very cool. Definitely worth 50 cents, even though it was a free, book. And yeah. And so we're at the point of the video where you ask me, hey, Fred Hall, Direct Edition, what are you reading right now? And this is what I'm reading right now. This is Uncanny X-Force Apocalypse Solution. Love this book. Definitely, definitely love this book, man. Very cool. There's nothing more I can say about it. I mean, it's just awesome, especially with Deadpool in there. Deadpool really makes the story go, as well as other cool characters. So here's a cool look at the front of the book. And here's a very cool look at the back of the book, which are Four Horsemen of Apocalypse. Very cool. Definitely, definitely. Like I said, I can't say anything else about this book, but you just need to pick it up and read it for yourself. So there you have it. Let's go ahead and get into your main events, which is very cool. You ready? All right, let's get into your main events. So your first main event is A Beautiful Fallen Sun, The Death of Captain America, Michael Turner cover. And it has a Spider Woman on the front and Captain America. And anytime, it says Michael Turner, usually I'm going to pick it up because he was taken from us way too soon. Very talented artist. And definitely this is worthy of a main event. So very cool. So this would be your first main event. Your second main event is New Avengers number 3. This is actually the first printing cover. The cover that I have for number 3 is actually the Wolverine connecting cover. So I'm glad to finally have the regular cover of number 3. Beautiful David Finch cover. Love it. And yeah, there you have it. And your last main event is a personal favorite of mine. This is Funeral for a Friend, Adventures of Superman number 498. This will be the death of Superman. Definitely love this newspaper cover. And like I said, the one that I had from my childhood kind of turned a little brown or whatever. So definitely, definitely happy to have this back in my collection and good condition. And there you have it, peeps. And so, once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fred Hall Direct Edition. Remember, words of wisdom. Focus on the ones that show you love, on the ones that don't show you any love. Hey, we're just going to keep on rolling without them. You girls and guys be safe out there, and I will catch you guys later. Peace. I'm at Ross. This is where I'm sitting at Ross.
get this. You can color me. This is pretty. It's only $5.99 too. It's on clearance, I think. Color me in.